Hello, beautiful souls. Okay, I'm about to run out the door. I have some work to do at my rental house today. But last night, I was woken up in the middle of the night, and there was this video I was supposed to make. And I got up to come downstairs, and it was just too cold. And Maddie sleeps with me, so I couldn't make it in my room. So I decided to put it off for this morning. So here's me following through. Anyway, expectations of others. So I've been going through somewhat of a upgrade. I'll call it somewhat. Anyway, whenever this happens, I tend to be like, I go very inward. Everything shifts. So, I'm probably not spending as much time with my friends or communicating as much with them. Just doing whatever I'm divinely guided to do, and then, taking care of my kids and all of the other things that have been, I was going to say go wrong in my 3D, but we all know, right, that everything is happening for a reason. So it's not wrong, but all the things that are happening that I'm being led to deal with right now in this intense energy. But one of the things that has been coming up repeatedly over the last several days has to do with a picture that I posted not too long ago. And it's interesting. So I tend to not embrace my sexy self much. Look at me. Right? I seriously rolled out of bed, got my kids out the door, and I'm about to run out the door like this. I might put my hair up. Maybe. But I tend to not use that energy very much. But anyway, I think that's interesting I said that. It was funny. I posted a picture not too long ago, and if I say it's the one of me in the white tank top, it appears that a lot of the men in my life, even my friends, have opinions about this picture. And they're like, what's going on with you? You don't usually post pictures like that. And then, they were worried about me because they've only always perceived me as a certain way. Well, let me tell you what. I am all of it. I am all of it. And it was funny because they were like, well, you don't see a problem with you posting a picture like that on your Facebook that you use to get clients? And I was like, okay, in that picture, I am wearing a tank top, not exposing anything. And yes, I'm like, what do you see in the picture? Do you know what I'm saying? And they, at least one of them was like, well, why did you post that? Why did you think to post that on that thing? And so how it works for me, because I post pictures all the time to things, is that I will randomly be called to take pictures. And I know that sounds interesting, but like the other day when I was purging and crying and really having a tough time energetically, I guess. I don't really see it as tough. I just let it flow. But it's hard for people to see that. So when I was called to take a picture in that moment, I was like, oh no. Oh no, I'm probably going to have to I'm probably being called to put this out there. And in much the same way, I am led to take pictures for certain reasons. And some of them are just for fun. Some of the pictures I take are just like, hey, let's try out the Snapchat filters or whatever. But I was surprised at the amount of opinions and expectations that these people that don't hold a place in my life that way felt like they could express to me. And I'm just sitting here fascinated and thinking, wow, that is so the tip of the iceberg with me. I am whole. I am divine purity, and I am a seductive goddess. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to choose. I am not portraying anything other than whatever it is that I am in that moment. All subject to change in every moment. Do you get me? And it was funny because in these conversations, I just pretty much sat there blinking. Probably, I can't really keep a look off my face, you know what I mean? When I'm like, mm. So I'm sure I was kind of like, and why do you feel like you get to have an opinion about this? And then almost to present it to me like, like, what are your intentions, Sally, with posting like a picture like this? And it's so funny because I was thinking, well, I have much racier pictures than any of these ones that I posted. I mean, you know, this has been a long haul to embracing, you know, my sensual divine feminine. And I just look at myself right now. I'm like, oh, this is funny conversation. But notice what you're embracing and what you're not embracing, and notice how people have an opinion about you that doesn't even matter. I mean, unless you let it matter. Anyway, I just find it fascinating that even in this day and time, and people, and depending on their level of consciousness, that they would express disappointment to me over anything that I decided to do. I am, and I'm going to say this, unattached. I mean, I am doing incredible work right now with the divine masculine, but it is energetic. And I have been called to have divine masculine friends, but to pull back from any physical relationship at this time. And part of that is because I haven't found a full match. And let me tell you what, that in and of itself has been an interesting realization. And further refining my discernment around do not settle. Because I've had a lot of amazing guys come into my physical life who are really cool and fun, and we have a good time, and we play music, and we have a connection. Like, just hanging out, we can feel it, right? But none of them are my match. And so it's interesting because, like, I know that for me, they're helping to open me up in ways that I haven't been opened up before. But I also feel like I'm going to hurt them, even though, I've been clear. But it's weird that all of these men, on some level, feel like they can change my mind about being in a romantic partnership with them. I think, was it 2 weeks ago? Maybe a week ago? Less than that, or maybe a little more. And one day it was funny, not funny. I think I had 5 different guys asking me if I thought they were, a match or something like that. And I was like, dude, you're not even on my romantic radar. I even had a very close friend, I would say soul brother, ask me why we weren't together. And I was like, what? I would think that would be clear to you, because energetically, we're not doing that here. All for my refinement of my discernment. Anyway, look at how your people pleasing is influencing you in many, 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 many ways. Here's the thing I'm realizing. I know I had this guy, psychic guy, tell me that I should be doing my readings in a tank top, that I would get a lot more money. I would have a lot bigger audience. And sure, here's the thing about me, and if you know me personally, then you know this to be true. I go live in whatever I'm wearing at that time. So it's not like I go and get changed. I don't doll myself up, clearly. When I am pushed to push the button to do a live, this is what I am right now. I don't put makeup on. I clearly didn't put any chapstick on. This is me. Raw, real, authentic in this moment. There is no mask. But notice how people expect you to show up, and notice how you're entertaining that. It is very sneaky. And the reason I bring up the tank top reading thing is because here I am. I mean, I happen to, well, it was my business, but I happened to be sleeping in a tank top. And so I woke up and I took a picture, and all of a sudden, it's all of this, whatever. I'm like, you know what? This is one aspect of me. And honestly, I'm like, that's not even that sexy compared to what I could do if I was really trying to be sexy. Right? So it's interesting how people try to put their spirit on you and expect you to show up a certain way. And I just say, hey, do whatever you want to do. That's what I'm doing. And I was noticing, like, nope, I'm not taking that shame. I'm not taking that in. That whole thing of, wow, what were you trying to do? No, I'm fine with it being there. I'm like, if you think that is exposing, you have no idea you don't read what I write, first of all, because I expose myself deeply every day, right? And even putting myself out here like this in the raw, this is exposing myself. And I'm okay with it. This is what I signed up for. This is what I am to be doing right now anyway. Anyway, what I've been feeling is that we are needing to embrace all aspects of us. And that means including our divine feminine side, the seductive, the sexy, the playful, the wow, it was weird. So I just heard dance, like put on some music and move your body. This is what's going to help cultivate more of this divine feminine energy. This is like painting. This is like expression, but especially in this moment, expression through movement. Definitely. And I would say that, a lot of us are ruled by a somewhat of a wounded masculine energy, but right now it feels like this feminine, more embodiment is what is being asked of us. And so put on some music and dance however you want, but that's dance sexy. Whatever that means to you, I don't know what that means to you. I'm not attached to any of it. I'm just the messenger. But I think I'm doing that later. I'm off to the paint store right now and then off to go get flooring. But after I do that, I was awake a lot in the middle of the night, and so I'll be taking a nap. But I think I am gonna do some sexy dancing, and who knows, I might post it, and then, oh my gosh, all hell's gonna break loose, because I'm gonna break on through people's expectations of what I am supposed to be here doing, of who I am. And you know what? That sounds just about perfect. I love you guys. Bye.